Hey, welcome to the series of everything you need to know about Python in simplest possible way. In our previous videos, we have discussed some of the important concepts and some of the important methods regarding sets, right? So in this video also, we will be discussing one more important concept, which is nothing but mutability. Means once we have created a set, we can modify the set whenever we wanted in the program. So apart from that, we will be discussing this aliasing, set aliasing and copying of the set. So these two concepts also related to mutability, and watch the video till the end so that you can able to understand clearly how this mutability works and how we are aliasing and how we are copying, where we need to alias the set and where we need to copy the set. Watch the video till the end, you can able to understand it clearly. So let us start with this particular mutability. So as we have discussed earlier, mutability means whenever we have created a set, so later on, we can able to modify the set. This is what the mutability means. So let us see some examples. Let's say I will be considering this particular set 1, and in this particular set 1, I will be considering simple elements in order to make you understand these concepts. So I am taking 10, 20, 30, 40. So I have these four elements 10, 20, 30, and 40. So this is the basic initialization, right? So initially we have created this particular set with these elements. So I will just print this particular set 1 and you can see the result. So we are getting 40, 10, 20, 30. So order does not matter because set follows unordered. Set is considered as unordered collection, right? So as a result, we are not having any order in the set. So any specific order is does not following. So consider that. So now what I will be doing is that as we have discussed, set is mutability. So now if I want to modify this particular set, I can able to modify. In our previous videos, we have discussed set addition methods and set deletion methods, which are used to add the elements to the set and remove the elements from the set, right? So now what I will be doing is that explain this mutability, I will be adding some elements to the set. So now I will add one element here. So by using this add, we can add any element to the set, right? So I'm using, let's say 50 here. So I wanted to add this particular 50 to the set. So I am executing this. You can see this particular cell is got executed. So now what I will be doing is that I will just print this particular set 1 here. So previously we are having 40, 10, 20, 30. So after adding this element, if I print this particular statement, you can able to see particular 50 is also coming to the set. So we are not doing any modification to the previous set. We are just adding this particular 50. So we are not creating any set additionally. Rather, when we use this particular add, the set 1 itself is updated with this particular 50 here. So I hope you can able to understand this mutability. Otherwise means whenever we wanted to modify the data in the existing set, can modify the data and the initial set itself will be affected and modified the element. So what I will be doing is that I will use update. So this update will be useful whenever we wanted to add more number of elements to the set by using iterable, right? So iterable means string is iterable, tuple is iterable, a list is iterable, which can contain more number of elements. So that is what I will be doing now. Set1 dot update. So by using this particular update method, we can add the elements through iterable. So now I will be considering elements, let's say 60 and 70. So now if I execute this, it is got executed. And if I print this particular set1 here, I am using set1. If I execute this, you can able to see we are getting this particular 70 and 60 in this particular set. So a new object is not at all created. The existing object itself got modified. So by these methods, add and update, we can able to modify the existing set itself. So whenever we are modifying, the existing set itself will be modified. So now what I will be doing is that we have added the elements, right? So I will be demonstrating how we can remove the elements. So for that, what I will be doing is that I will simply use particular set1 dot pop here. So what this pop does is that it will randomly take some element, one element from the set, and the element will be removed. So now if I execute this, we can able to see the result. We are getting 10. It otherwise means that after executing this particular pop method, this particular 70 is got removed, and that is what we are getting. So if I print particular set 1 here, if I execute this, you can able to see we are not having any element which is nothing but set here. So we don't have 70 in this particular set 1 here, because this particular 70 is removed or popped by using this particular pop method here. So all these things, why I am explaining you is that we have initially having a set which is having the elements 10, 20, 30, 40. So after using this many number of methods, the existing set itself got modified. Any new element, any new object does not created for the set. So in order to explain you that only, I have explained all of these methods. So I hope you can able to understand how this set mutability works in set. So the existing object will be modified whenever we are performing any actions on set. So I hope you can able to understand particular set mutability with all of these examples. So let us go ahead and understand how this set aliasing works. So what is meant by aliasing? Let's say we are considering this particular set 1, right? So let's say we are having a set name is very larger. So what we can do is that we can alias the set name with simple name. So for the time being, consider this particular set 1 is a large name. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 characters in this particular element. So I feel like this is a big name. So what I can do is that I can consider S1 here. So I'm assigning this particular set 1. So this particular S1 now can be called as particular set 1. Can use this particular S1. So we can call set by using set 1, and we can call the same set using S1 also. This is what aliasing. So we are using this equal to method, which does not mean we are creating a new object. Rather, though we have created a new object, this particular object now itself also pointing to this particular same set, which is nothing but set 1. So I hope you can able to understand. So in order to make you more understand, what I will be doing is that I will execute this. After that, I will take some example in order to make you understand. So now I am printing this particular set 1. So and also I am printing particular S1 here. So now if I execute this, you can able to see in both of these object, in both of these variable names, we are having the same data 40, 10, 30, and in the second set, which is S1 also, we are having the same data, right? So now what I will be doing is that previously we have this particular set 1, right? So now I'm using this particular S1, which is nothing but alias name for the set 1 here. So now if I add, let's say I'm adding 100 here, if I execute this, it is got executed and 100 it added to the S1. So previously we have seen how we can add, right? So by using this, we can add elements to the specific set. So by this, you can able to understand we are adding 100 to S1 here. So now what I will be doing is that I will take these print statements and I will paste here. And if I execute this, so we are getting this particular 100 in both of these sets in set 1 and S1 also. This is what exactly the aliasing means. Though we have different object names, whenever we are modifying the S1 object, this modification is directly impacting this set 1 also. So that is the main concept of this particular aliasing. So it is simply a equal to method used to create an object, and the object also pointing to the same set. That is what we are using the right side. So this particular left side considered as alias name, and this particular right side considered as original name. So by using this alias name also, we can modify the set, and that will be affected particular original set also. So now what I wanted to explain you is that if you wanted to create a set with these particular elements with the set 1, and yet the modifications in S1 does not impacted the set 1. So how we can do that? So I hope you can able to understand what I have just said now. So I wanted to create a set by using this particular set 1, and whenever we are creating a new set, right, by using this one, whenever we are modifying the new set, the element should not be affected the original set. So I hope you can able to understand. Let me explain using copy method. So now I will be using this particular, let's say S2 here. So this is S2, right? So instead of using this particular is equal to by results aliasing, right? So now what I will be doing is that I will use this particular copy here. So it is a method that we will be using in order to copy the original data. So now I will be mentioning particular set1, and if I execute this, so we are getting S2 does not find. So we don't have S2, right? That is what it is telling. So now what I will be doing is that this is not the way that we need to use. I am removing this. I will use S2 here, and we need to use equal to. I need to mention S1 set1. That is what the original data that we have, right? So I am using set1. So after that, we need to call this particular copy method. So now if I execute this, so it is got created, set S2 is got created. So if I print S2 here, we are having the same data that is what we have in set2. In order to make you understand, I will print this particular set1 also. If I execute this, you can see the same data. The order may be different, but we are getting the exact data. So we are having 100, we are having 50, we are having 20, we are having 10, and we are having 60, and we are having 30. So by this you can see we are having the same data. The order may differ because set is considered as unordered collection, right? So that is the reason set sometimes does not follow order, but yet we are getting the data, right? So we are copying the data by using this set1.copy, and the copied data is presented S2. So now what I will be doing is that if I modify this S2, I am adding one of the element, which is nothing but 200 here. If I execute this, so it is got executed. If I print S2 here, we can see a new data which is 200 is got added to the S2, right? So now if I print set1 here, by using set1 only, we are getting the S2, right? So now if I print set1 here, you cannot see this particular 200 is adding to this particular set1. The reason is because we are just copying the data and we are not aliasing the data. Whenever we are copying the data, the original data will be copied to S2, and whenever we are modifying the S2, it does not impact set1 here. So I hope you can able to understand the difference between aliasing and copying. So by using aliasing, modify the data with aliased object, which is nothing but here in this case, here the aliased object is nothing but S1. So whenever you are modifying S1, the S1 modification will directly impacting set1. So whereas when you are using copy, whenever this case we are copying the data to S2 object. So whenever you are modifying the data in S2, the modified data does not impacting set1. The reason is because we are copying the data rather than aliasing the data. So I hope you can able to understand particular aliasing and this particular copy, and I hope you can able to the difference here also. So here you cannot you are not getting 200 in set 1. Rather, in this case, whenever you are adding 100 to S1, and that is impacting set 1 also. So I hope you can see the difference also. So in order to wrap up, we have discussed set mutability, which whenever we are having a set, so after once the set is got created, later we can modify the set as we, right? That is what we are discussed. We are discussed set aliasing and copy that I have just explained clearly. We have wrapped up, right? So that's it for this video. And I wanted to tell you one more thing to do is you are doing really great. You are learning really great, and you are learning. So what I wanted to that you are one of the person who watched this video till the end. So I want to listen from you what you feel about this video. So whatever you feel, whatever you think about this, whether you think good, bad, good explanation, bad explanation, need to improve the explanation, whatever you think about this video, comment your thoughts in the comment section so that I can go through, and if possible, if needed, I will improve the also. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have found this video interesting. So I hope you can understand all the concepts. So if that is true, hit the like button. In the next video, we will see some of the mathematical important operations that we can perform on set. So that we will be seeing video. So to stay updated with my latest videos, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications to all so that whenever I upload any video, you will get the notification. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.